The fuck? That was a true derailment. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, man. And make sure I hit that notification bell. So I want to go to this next topic. So it's been a minute and we haven't heard much about it, but there's news sparking back up with P. Diddy and a verdict that has happened since all of the trial has been going on. So let's dive into it. Let's see what happened. Then we'll give our thoughts.
It's about to be wild. I already know.
Right.
4 and 5, but they're saying they're unable to reach it right now on count 1, racketeering conspiracy, the most serious, that says that Combs led a criminal enterprise and that he committed at least 2 predicate acts. There are 8 that the jurors will see. We have a shot of the verdict sheet, but these are some of the crimes. If the jurors find that just 2 within the racketeering, that would be a not guilty. So we'll, of course, continue to bring you the very latest, but this is happening as we speak. It almost feels like as the rain was coming down, we're getting all of this information. It was sunshine about 20 minutes ago. So we'll see what happens, but that is the very latest here from the courthouse in New York.
Yeah, Jerika, I know information is coming into you as we speak, and so you're relaying it to us. Can you explain how you're getting this information? Reporters in the courtroom, and we have partial verdicts, but not entirely. And so the judge is basically saying either you're going to have to go back and finish entirely, or are they going to regroup? What happens now? Do we know?
Yeah, so we have Alice Weiner. She's a WCBS reporter. She has access to her phone in the courtroom, so she's able to give us notes. We also have a couple of reporters that are in the actual courtroom where all of this is taking place, where Combs is. We know that his mother is in that courtroom. We did not see his children here today, but we're not sure if maybe they will show up, knowing that the jury has reached a verdict in at least 4 of those 5 counts. As for what happens next, we will wait to get another note, but it sounds like the defense wants the jury to continue to deliberate, saying they've only been deliberating about a day and a half.
Know that there was a lot of questions that were also submitted to the judge. And so as you analyze or look into what those questions meant or didn't mean, is there anything that we can kind of glean from that? There was a question asked this morning as well before partial verdicts were reached.
That's right. So before we started the proceedings this morning, before the jurors went to deliberate, there was a question about what does distribution mean? And drug distribution is one of those criminal elements that fall underneath that racketeering conspiracy. So in my mind, I thought maybe they're done with the racketeering conspiracy and have moved on to the sex trafficking, because they then asked for transcripts and what testimony was given by a Daniel Phillip. This was the second person to testify in this trial many weeks ago. And he's a former male escort who said that he remembers possibly hearing abuse in another room when he was with Ventura Combs at a hotel here in New York City. So we have had, we're trying to read between the lines, if you will, about what those notes meant. But this one is very clear. The note saying that the jurors have reached a verdict in 4 of the 5 counts is huge. Now we're trying to figure out, will they have to continue to deliberate? Will this be a partial verdict? That remains to be seen at this hour.
And for those joining us on CBS News 24/7, partial verdict has been reached in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. Jerika, just for those tuning in right now, can you repeat what you heard from our reporter inside the courtroom on those specific charges where a verdict has been reached?
I'm so sorry. Can you say that one more time?
No problem. If you can, just repeat what the reporter had told you inside the courtroom in case people are following in right now or tuning in right now, because we have on our screen a verdict reached in the Sean Combs sex trafficking trial. But I want to make it clear that
I'm Janice Graziani, a developer advocate at Teradata. And today I'm here to introduce you to ClearScape Analytics.
Instructions unclear.
Reached, only partial. And so maybe go over some of the notes as to what you are getting from the reporter inside.
So I was actually outside just to set the scene, and I noticed Nicole Westmoreland was one of the attorneys for Sean Combs, was walking inside with a family friend of Sean Combs. And that was the first time I remember hearing there might be a note. Whenever there's a note, of course, we all sort of clamor together to figure out what does that mean. And these notes indicate, again, that they have reached a verdict in 4 of these 5 counts. Some of the notes that preceded that
Before we jump in, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Listen, this channel is for people who want to have real conversations, no fluff, authentic, where we talk about money, mindset, and relationships and everything else under the sun, as long as it gets back to the money and how we can level up in life. Now, let's be real. Subscribing to this channel helps my content reach more people, which gets me closer to monetization so I can continue to keep giving you high quality content. Now, if you rock with that, be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. Let's get back to the video.
Announcement. Alice Gaynor said at 4:26 this afternoon, Combs appears to be praying. His head is bowed. His hands are folded on his lap. That the attorneys were surrounding him. At 4:31, Combs' head was down, that he seems grim. Mark Agnifilo had just handed Combs a note. Mark Agnifilo is the lead attorney in this case. So you can even see, based on the media presence too.
That boy was like, I promise I'll get rid of all the baby oil. Every single last one. I'm not doing no more orgies. Get rid of all that stuff.
No more threesomes.
I'm gonna get rid of the ones they didn't even find, Lord Jesus.
Man, that was not no damn baby oil. That's some next level shit. We need the lab test back. That ain't Johnson Johnson.
Hey, bro, you got fucking pallets of that shit. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
He said, I ain't spraying no cheeks no more, man. I can't be doing spraying no man buns no more, man.
He said, no more freak off.
Jerika said male escorts.
Shit. Who this reporter though over here looking like Halle Berry?
Yeah.
Her name Jerika.
Yeah, talk to me.
That people are starting to hear that there is a note and a development in this trial. I'm looking at notes as we're getting them again from Alice Gaynor. That note we already saw. But it really has been a remarkable day when you think about the 8 weeks that these jurors were told they would be here. And this is the 8th week. They heard over 30 witnesses. The defense didn't call any witnesses. They felt apparently that they had proven their case. You know, when you look at the closing arguments of Mark Agnifilo, the lead attorney, he said that the prosecutors have, quote, charged one of the most serious, complicated, comprehensive statutes on the books. They have charged personal drug use and threesomes as racketeering. So that was the argument from the defense going into this deliberation period. Meanwhile, the prosecutor said the defendant was the head of Combs Enterprise, that it existed to serve his needs and what he wanted. The other members of the conspiracy and the Combs Enterprise were the defendant's inner circle. That inner circle, they said, was made up of his loyal lieutenants, his chief of staff, and his bodyguards who helped him satisfy his every desire. Those were the words from Christy Slavic, who gave the closing arguments not long ago in reference to this trial involving Sean Combs.
Jerika, I know you're getting this information in real time. We'll let you gather more information. We'll come back to you, so stand by. We're going to bring in CBS News legal contributor Caroline Polisi with more on this.
Let's see if we can get closer to this verdict. Because I want to hear what this. I want to hear the verdict.
As noted, in real time, it is incremental. The judge is wrestling with the various,
depending on how the guidelines is. That's essentially a win for the prosecution. Those carry with them each a mandatory minimum of 15 years in prison. So if he's found guilty on both, that's 30 years in prison. The transportation to engage in prostitution is sort of a lesser burden and indeed a lesser penalty. I think if he's found guilty only of those two, the prosecution would consider that a real loss. And then with this RICO charge, it's the top charge, carries with it the possibility, a maximum sentence of life in prison, depending on how the guidelines play out with respect to this particular defendant. But there's a lot of different ways this could play out at this point, a lot of known unknowns, as it were.
Caroline Polisi, thank you so much for that perspective, especially on the charges and if guilty verdicts are brought, the implications for Sean Diddy Combs. I want to bring back Jerika Duncan. who's there at the courthouse with any latest of the developments, as well as a sort of summary of this very busy afternoon. Tarika?
Yeah, I'm just getting a note, Major, and it says at the end of it, because it's kind of long, I'm trying to parse through it all, but that the judge could inform the jury if it deliberates, we persist, they would come back Monday, July 7th. And then it says, I can tell them if they agree July 3rd and make accommodations, but that does pose logistical issues. Which way do parties want to go? Government says, give them the option to deliberate on the 3rd. And then defense says they need a minute. So this is happening in real time. But I think all of this means that the judge is moving in that direction of saying, listen, you guys have been deliberating, 12, 13 hours. Let's go a little bit longer to see if you guys can reach a verdict on that count 1.
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
This is playing out, as Tarika just noted.
So what y'all think, bro? What y'all think?
A lot.
I don't know, bro. I haven't been keeping up with it, bro. But
yeah,
I've been hearing mixed stuff, bro. I've been hearing that like he not guilty on stuff. I've been hearing like he guilty on a whole bunch of stuff. They said they have videos of him grabbing people and pressing them, come back in a room and stuff. Like it ain't over. Like a dog. I don't know. I think it's like I said, I haven't been keeping up from what I heard, bro, it's just too much, bro. Like, I don't see how you you're a billionaire and you got all that time to have all these freak outs and all this stuff going on, bro.
Because a lot of it is the start of the business. It's like they call it like your boy Orlando said. It's like it's a hazing to get to the next level.
Nah, it's too much.
I don't know, bro. I don't think this, me personally, I don't think this shit should be going on. He's a freak. He's a freaky motherfucker, bro. I mean, that's literally what it is. And he got money, motherfuckers. That's a scary thing. I mean, all of us on this panel want to be definitely financially secure. Fuck it, want to be rich. I can't imagine just me doing something and then someone has a case because they felt that I had power over them because I had money, and they couldn't just say fucking no, and I could literally go to jail for some shit like that. That just kind of boggles my fucking mind, man. I don't know.
Now I ain't saying that I agree. I ain't saying that I agree with it at all, right? But I do believe, and this is my own opinion. This is my own theory about it. I think once you get to a certain threshold of the type of money you make, a lot of people get this thought process in their head, and they believe that they can't be touched.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And they think that they're untouchable. They think that they can do what they want. They think they're gonna get away with it, and because they have the money flowing at that time, it's like, hey, listen, I got this bread. You want to go to the next level? You got to do this, or what I'm saying, if you want to go to the next level, you gonna have to go through me, and you're gonna have to do some strange thing for a piece of change. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to drop it down for some sweatpants money. You feel me? And so,
nah, bro, dog. I forgot, bro. That shit stemmed not from his mom, bro. From what I'm hearing,
all of that shit, yeah. But I said no. I know that part. I'm just talking about in general, though. In general, like when you get to that level. There's a lot of people that we don't even know about yet that's doing the same shit that he's doing, but he just got caught up. He got caught up.
Oh yeah, but still, accountability got to be there. Even when I was younger, I can understand if I was younger and someone got money and I can probably get to where I want to be. I might have done some shit I wouldn't do right now, but nothing sexual. But like maybe some shit. I walked to a grocery store just being like a little bitch. Walk the store, get him some fucking a Tic Tac if you just want to be an asshole. But then at the end of the day, like, I mean, I would have to eat that shit because I did it. But like, I just would have never done anything that I couldn't live with. Like maybe I would have did some embarrassing shit, maybe get to some other place. I can't say that's wrong because I still did it though, Yeah. But I don't. I mean, this whole thing. Yeah. But I do agree with you though. Like some people, I bet he hasn't No, I ain't told that motherfucker no since fucking the 90s, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm sure his head's pretty big. He think, you know, hey, I can go and if it was, touch some girl in the ass and it's all good. It is what it is. And just get away with some other shit. Or like, hey, this is normal. I'm fucking P. Diddy. I mean, who gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, hey,
too much Cambodian goat milk.
That Cambodian milk. Yeah.
Holding these balloons.
I mean, shit, he done told you what it was since the 90s, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He was on the song More Money, More Problems with Biggie, and he was popping this shit. He said he bigger than Times Square, his team stronger than yours, his money longer than yours. And his ego been fucking uncheckable since forever. So now these motherfuckers playing chess with his ass. I don't even know what the fucking basis of this whole case is anymore.
Yeah, it got long.
Nigga with money.
If y'all take him down, then y'all fucking up the OnlyFans chicks bag.
Shit.
I'm just saying, if he go down for all this trafficking and all this other stuff, then shit. Broke bitches can't get dick no more because you have to pay for your own flight, and then I might reimburse you when you touch down and you pull up, but I can't send the flight for you no more. Because if the shit come from my card, they gonna say it's trafficking, even though you want to give me the ass.
Yep.
Bro, that's crazy.
You behind on your bills, I'm not. So
exactly.
I mean, it is what it is, unless Sedimir want to chime back in and tell us, you know, another way. But
I think it stemmed from that situation with that alcohol deal, bro. When he had sued them, that's when shit just.
That's what I think.
That's when that shit just. I think it's like, you know how you be seeing like movies or stuff like that, and they be those type of people be having people in high places, and like we got to take them down some type of way. You messing up the money.
I bet that's what it is.
Well,
I bet, yeah.
I mean, we ain't seen behind
it's
the
like
scenes,
every
maybe he was trying to blackmail him for a bag. Because all the parties gotta have
just like
the
situation with
like OJ.
Just like the situation with Bill Cosby. Because he wanted his own TV network, and as soon as they started talking about that, that's when all that stuff happened. Every time you got what's the dude name that got the show? Skip him.
Oh, Shannon Sharp.
Soon as he's about to get that $100 million, Shannon Sharp. Soon as he was finna get that $100 million deal, boom, 300. He offered 10. The lawyer said, I gotta get my cut, man. It's just every time something like this happens, it's not a situation where it was just like you got caught slipping and people start finding out and start building a case. It's always something with money. Every time you something like this, just follow the money, and you'll find what the reason is. It's got to be money, bro.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
The thing is that society lets I mean, because it's always in some kind of way has a woman tied to it. It's a society let women have a get out of jail free card or a take back or hey, I changed my mind type shit, like, or I actually didn't really want that. You know what I mean? Like, it could be fucking years later. Then this motherfucker's gonna get all his money and it's like, you know what? Actually, I didn't want to do it that night. So, you know, you gotta pay me. Like, it's just fucking crazy as fuck, man. That's just insane. Like,
it's documented in history. If you want to take down the kingdom, it's always you can use the women. Even
who? Can't understand you, bro. You probably gotta turn your mic around. Can't hear you for real.
Oh, hold on. But y'all can go.
Yeah, we're here now.
But yeah, dog, it's I ain't trying to be on no conspiracy thing, but I just see a pattern that we can't say that don't exist.
Right. No, I agree. I think there's always a little bit of truth in some of the movies. When you talk about those conspiracy theories in the movies, Obviously, there's a little bit of truth in it. Yeah, it may get overhyped or over exaggerated, but I think there's a little truth in it.
Man, that shit ain't exaggerated. They doing that so you don't believe this shit. All that
shit. Yeah,
that's
fair.
All the movies is CNN, nigga. They can't do shit without telling you what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
But folks be so high off entertainment, they miss the message.
Yeah.
Just like all these women or, folks with headshots waiting for their next modeling contract. But they want to sit up here and be like, oh, well, it's the delivery. Nigga, fuck your delivery. What's the message? I don't give a fuck how you deliver it. If I order pizza and you get to the door and the pizza dropped on the floor, that pizza still getting ate as long as it's still in the box.
As long as it's still in the box.
It's delivered. Like, fuck I look like trying to say, oh, I need another one. It is 8:55. They close at 9. You not getting another one. Is you hungry or not?
Exactly.
So, at the end of the day, I think a lot of these celebrities.
Yeah, I'll trade that bitch for free.
I mean, shit, yeah. Give it to me on the house, but I'ma still fucking take the shit. It's here.
Hell yeah.
A bird in hand is worth more than two in the bush.
Yeah.
So what I got with me right now, I got with me. But I mean, back into all the conspiracies and all this other stuff, I just think a lot of these people rub shoulders with other people that these people are being friendly with people that are playing, a business game.
Right.
It's like, okay, this dude threw all these all-white parties, all this other stuff, XYZ, and that's cool. And y'all brought up the point on the liquor deal or whatever, him trying to go get some reparations. Matter of fact, this is a perfect reason as to why niggas need to quit with this reparation shit. Because they gonna find a reason to not give you no goddamn reparations. Like, we didn't even know that Ciroc wasn't black until this motherfucker spoke up.
Hold on. Don't even listen. Yeah. Don't even go into it because I got a topic later on in the show when we gonna get into that. Yeah.
All right, say less.
Yeah, hold on.
I'll leave that part alone. But the thing is, like, a lot of these people that, they were fronted money. These niggas was fronted the packs.
Yeah.
That's why they going through all this shit. Cosby and all that. And I mean, I'm sure they've been trying to come after Cosby for a while, because if you go back and look at some of Cosby's old stuff, he been telling y'all, like, hey, he was on some Malcolm X fucking MLK shit.
Yep.
Get off the plantation Negro shit since way the fuck back. But
long time ago.
A lot of people too young to know this shit, so it's kind of, if you know, you know. But he's acquired a lot of money. He probably got a lot of dirt on some people.
Yep.
I feel like with the way his ego is set up, he let his ego get ahead of him. And when he heard the word no, he probably ain't used to no's where he's at. He probably thought he could blackmail somebody, and they pulled a bigger power move than, or they pulled the first move before he could. So at this point, even if he tried to rebuttal the move, he still looked bad.
Yep, I agree. And he had that whole mentality of, you know who the fuck I am? Like, you know who the fuck I am? Like, nah, big dog. Trust me, you ain't the biggest one out here. You try to blackmail somebody else, they got something bigger for you. So they know exactly what you've been doing. They probably had the pictures and everything. So, and you should have just stayed quiet, just stayed in the cut, made your bread, made your dough, not overstep any toes, paid that money, and kept it pushing, dog, and kept your shit quiet.
Yeah, because I mean, some of the richest black people in America is behind the scenes. Because what you got that one dude, like Robert F. Smith or something.
Mm-hmm.
That dude been running up a bag since a bag been a bag. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Don't nobody bring him up in conversation. I mean, we talk about Michael Jordan, LeBron, and Diddy just because we seen them.
They famous.
They got fronted a pack and flipped it the way. I mean, I know all the racists finna jump in the comments, but the same way Trump got fronted a pack.
But that's true though, because man, what people don't understand is that, and again, I ain't gonna dive too deep into it because there's a conversation coming, but a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of rich black people, bro. There's a lot of niggas out here.
And actually got it out the mud though.
Yeah, facts.
Because let's face it, when they came up in the music industry, they was getting fronted packs. The money was fronted. Mm-hmm. Now, a lot of people blew it, and you see them on their podcast tour with Vlad, fucking snitching so they could pay the next 2 months rent.
Boy.
And then some people like, Diddy and the Jay-Z's and the Master P's and all them, they figured out how to flip the shit. Let's not count out Chamillionaire, because that boy fucking went to Silicon Valley and fucking tore their ass back. But
hey, yo,
it's a lot of people. Pause. No Diddy, but nah, it's a lot of people that it's more people that get the bag and blow it than people that get it and know how to flip it and increase it.
Yeah, Chamillionaire.
Diddy was one of the people that knew how to flip it, but at the end of the day, these people behind the scenes is like, hey, don't forget who gave you the front.
Yeah, that's how I'm like, and you can't say that, and you can't say nothing about it. He's like, yeah, you right, you gave it to me, but shit, nigga, I done did the money that you gave me a friend, nigga, I didn't quadruple that, so that shit don't even mean nothing to me. You want it back? Oh, all right then.
Pretty much. And that's what they proving to him now. Is like, hey, we don't even want the money back. You just you keep doing the most. Your ego been fucking big on a 30-year streak.
Yep.
We gonna fucking make you feel like rubble.
Cause now you think you untouchable and shit. So like, nah, big dog. And then we ain't working like that. We ain't moving like that. So, hey, but to be honest with you, I think they're gonna find them guilty because they got to. They're gonna find them guilty. Whether I don't think they're gonna find them on all counts, but they're gonna have to find them where they're gonna probably either find him guilty on 2 accounts. They're gonna have to, and he's gonna have 30 years in prison for sure. I'm giving him minimum 30.
30? A 30 ball?
30 ball.
His money too long. I say he sit for a 9.
You think gonna do 10?
10 with time served. I say he probably got another 7 on the clock.
I give him 5. If that's the case, I give him 5 time served, and then he'll do probation on the other 5 on the other end. Yeah,
because I mean, at the end of the day, too, as bad as it sounds, this is why you do need to get your money up. There's a lot of plays being held up with him being locked up. So some of them people's money still tied up with his money.
That's true.
And they want their money. So at the end of the day, yes, they're going to make an example out of him, but they're going to be like, hey, let's expedite this shit so we can get back to this bread.
Give him 10. They was like, look, bro, how long has he been in already? Since he got caught, what, a year?
Has it been a year yet? I don't even think it's been a whole year.
Fuck, I can't call it.
But I know we coming up on a year, so yeah, I say
he get conflated between him paying off Cassie and then
September 16th.
Because it was like
we coming up on a year.
2-3 week run before they even picked his ass up.
Yeah, so
like they announced that he under investigation, and then we damn near heard he was trying to fucking catch a SpaceX to Mars and shit before they caught his ass.
Y'all saw that video when he was pacing at the pool?
Yeah.
He knew it.
He's like, fuck. But yeah, I think the fact that his money is long, I think that he's gonna have to plead guilty to something because, like you said, they're gonna have to make an example out of him. And if anything, they're gonna pin him on something. But 5 years maybe, and then because just probation.
I don't think they could bury him the way. So it's not like it's not like how they did Casanova.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't gonna just throw him in and air the world forget about him or shit. Let me see who else they didn't. I mean, shit, it's a couple
Epstein like that
in the game, fucking just missing. I mean, they tried to do Young Boy like that. And I'm glad he back out now, finna go on tour and stuff. I mean, it is what it is. Motherfuckers can hate on the YNs all they want to.
That boy Weinstein,
yeah. That nigga need to be in jail. Yeah. No. That nigga crazy, man. He need to stay his ass in jail. Yeah. Nigga want you don't do no drive by listening to R. Kelly, do you? Them young niggas be shooting niggas Come on, man. No. Yeah.
Yeah, but see, okay, so like TK, I understand. TK was getting everybody up out the way. Like, if you had $3 more in him, you were subject to fucking get your pockets tapped.
That's facts.
But when it comes to like King Von, FBG Duck, those people, as bad as it sounds, they're products of their environment. They're not going over here trying to, hit Betty White upside the head and take all her bread. Like, it's these people are people I had beef with for a long time. They getting money. I'm getting money. Problem is, they got money. They trying to put money on my head. So, hey, it's finna be roulette in these streets. First come, first serve. Whoever I catch lacking first, it is what it is. Is it a sad culture? Yeah, but shit. Problem with black folk is black folk fucking got shark vision. They think that everything is just black, and then you got the people on the other side saying black on black crime. I don't watch y'all fucking trailer parks get raided by the ops and the trailer get blown up. We don't watch Breaking Bad. Y'all ain't no better than nobody. It's white on white crime too. So
all that meth that's over there, that shit get blown the fuck up.
I mean, it's Mexican crime.
Them biker gangs.
Gangs.
Crime is, relative to the zip codes that it fucking takes place in.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, they had to go to King Von. He had to go to jail though. He was like offing innocent people too though.
Yeah, that boy a demon. 1,000. Well, he was a demon.
Yeah, but here go the thing though. King Von is the epitome of leave people the fuck alone.
Yeah.
How long you gonna bully somebody till they see? This is why it's not safe. There's a safe level of bullying that does need to be restored. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I agree.
Some of these people just can't handle friction at all.
I agree.
But there's a limit. Y'all done broke past this dude's limit to where he was like, shit, if you stepped on my shoes in the second grade, I'm off in your ass. So we seeing people as they innocent, and he like, nah. Remember that time when I asked to borrow your pencil and you broke it and laughed at me? Like, you gotta die behind that.
Yeah,
it's not healthy.
No, it's not people healthy. Bro, that's killing people over because you broke a pencil, bro. That's wild. Now I can get
look at that whole Chicago drill scene. A lot of them people know each other. Even in the New York drill scene, there was some cousins that was beefing with each other, and motherfucker was like, shit, I'll murk you and come to the funeral and still hug auntie. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? I gotta stay away from people like that, bro.
And that's why we still get to, Mental Health Month just wrapped up fucking yesterday.
Yep.
But that's why you got, like, people need to understand that when you doing all this other stuff, there's consequences to your actions. You can't just go out your way fucking just bullying people day in, day out. Like, if you want to bully people, get a spread, pause. But find 5-10 people to where you could space it out. Quit concentrating on that one person. Because when that one motherfucker snap, and he really do that to you and your family, now you're going to be feeling the way.
Hey, I treat everybody well.
Don't be bullying nobody. You done took the grandma house because he know where grandma at. He know what she look like. You gotta chill out.
This dude got fired at my job, and I was like, I'm glad that I never did anything, said anything wrong, because the way he left that office, he was like